Archangel Michael says, "Tonight, the veil is lifting, and a secret that has been hidden from you is now breaking into the open. The address you thought was yours alone has been uncovered, and the woman who discovered it carries both shadows and fire in her heart. The sound of footsteps is closer than you realize, and the time to act is not tomorrow, it is right now. Every door that was locked, every curtain you pulled to guard your privacy, is now trembling in the presence of this revelation. She did not stumble upon your name by chance, it was whispered into her ears by unseen forces that want her to know more than you wish to reveal. Pack your bags, because the moment you hesitate will be the moment the knock arrives at your door. The air around you is charged, the night is heavy, and fate is about to twist in ways you cannot yet see. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Her intentions are not ordinary, they are laced with a story long buried, a connection you never asked for but one you cannot escape. This woman has been watching from a distance, learning every detail she could gather, waiting for the right moment to step forward. Her silence has been her greatest disguise, and her discovery of your address is not the end but the beginning of something greater. Do not mistake her arrival for coincidence, for nothing about this moment is accidental. The alignment of events that brought her here was written with careful precision. Even the delays and interruptions in your life were staged to keep you in place until she could find you. Her presence carries both danger and deliverance, and soon you will see which side unfolds before your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The shadows around her whisper secrets, names, and unfinished stories. She has come because there are truths tied to your destiny that cannot be hidden any longer. Her steps may shake the foundation of what you believed about your safety, about your relationships, and about your future. Archangel Michael says, "Do not tremble at the sound of her approach, for not every revelation comes to destroy you. Sometimes what feels like an invasion is actually protection sent in disguise." But the storm she carries cannot be underestimated, for it will touch everything connected to your life. When the hour comes, your choices will decide whether her presence becomes a curse or a blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Her eyes hold more than curiosity, they hold a silent fire that cannot be put out. The woman who found your address has carried the weight of waiting for this moment. Every mile she traveled, every wall she broke, brought her closer to you with unstoppable force. She did not come empty-handed, for she carries words that will pierce through your silence. There is a message sealed within her presence, and whether you are ready or not, she will deliver it. The walls of your comfort are about to shatter with truths you cannot ignore. This is the hour where everything hidden rises to the surface. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Your name has been written on her lips in whispers of both warning and longing. She has rehearsed the confrontation, playing it over in her mind until it became her destiny. What you thought was forgotten has been stored in her memory, sharpened like a blade waiting for release. She has not come to play games, her steps are calculated, her timing deliberate. Even the way she breathes near your door carries tension like thunderclouds before a storm. This is not simply a visit, it is a reckoning long overdue. Her truth is bound to collide with your reality in ways that will leave no room for escape. Type Amen to get blessing 777. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The weight of her arrival will test your courage. It will expose whether your heart is strong enough to face the shadows that once followed you. She is not a stranger, she is the mirror of something you left unfinished. Archangel Michael says, "Stand tall, for the revelation will not break you unless you surrender." The same force that guided her steps toward your address is also guarding you. Even as she approaches, a shield is rising in the unseen to cover your spirit. The choice remains yours, to confront or to run, but destiny does not pause for hesitation. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Every second is precious now. The knock you will hear soon is not just from her, but from the universe demanding you to face what was hidden. Her discovery of your address is not only physical, it is spiritual, it is karmic, it is divine. The night is heavy, but her footsteps make it heavier. You will hear the sound of her presence before you see her face. You will feel the shift in the air before she even speaks a word. And when she does speak, her words will echo louder than the silence you tried to keep. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Her silence will not be empty, it will roar like thunder against your walls. She has carried the weight of betrayal, the sting of abandonment, and the hunger for closure. Now she stands ready to release it all in your direction. The air will tremble when her shadow touches your doorstep. Even the night will pause, as if holding its breath, to witness the collision of fate. This is not an accident, this is a moment written before time itself. The address she holds is more than numbers, it is the key to everything bound to your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Her heart beats with both pain and determination. Every letter of your name that she whispers carries the power to shake your soul. The distance that once protected you is now shattered, and she is closer than ever before. Your attempts to hide will not erase what she already knows. The truth she carries has been sharpening in her silence like a blade waiting to strike. And when it is unleashed, you will feel its cut in ways you cannot deny. Her presence alone will be enough to undo the peace you built in fragile pieces. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The night grows heavier as the moment draws near. You will feel the pull in your chest, the sudden restlessness that warns of her approach. Her footsteps will echo like a signal only your spirit can recognize. Archangel Michael says, "Do not collapse in fear, for even in this storm, a divine hand is guiding the outcome." The woman may arrive with fire in her heart, but heaven has already placed boundaries around her flames. Her discovery of your address was not meant to destroy you but to awaken you. Still, the trial will not be easy, for her truth carries weight that will pierce your silence. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The whispers around her grow stronger. She is not walking alone, for unseen forces walk with her, urging her toward your door. Even the shadows bend when she moves, as if the world itself is aware of her mission. She has not come to simply look into your eyes, she has come to demand an answer. Your life, your choices, and your secrets, all will be placed under her gaze. This is the moment where silence will no longer protect you. Her voice will rise, and with it, the truth you tried to bury will come alive again. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The night refuses to stay calm anymore. Winds move restlessly as if carrying her presence closer and closer to your home. Your walls begin to feel thinner, like they cannot hold the weight of what is about to arrive. Inside your chest, your heartbeat grows louder than the silence of the room. It feels as though your spirit already knows the confrontation is inevitable. Every shadow flickers, every sound deepens, warning you that she is near. Her arrival has been written, and there is no turning away from it. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Her footsteps now echo on the street outside. Slow, deliberate, heavy with intention, she walks as if the ground itself surrenders beneath her. This is not just a woman at your door, it is the past, the future, and the hidden truth all colliding at once. She pauses, standing in the stillness of the night. Her breathing becomes the storm you can almost hear through the walls. And then it happens, the first knock, sharp and unshakable, breaks through the silence. Your name is now on her tongue, and your address no longer belongs to you alone. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Her knock is not gentle, it carries the weight of everything she has held back. The sound vibrates through your body, forcing your soul to confront the moment. Every ounce of fear and anticipation rises within you like a tidal wave. She knows you are inside. There is no escaping the certainty of her voice calling out your spirit without even speaking. Her presence is more powerful than any door or wall that stands between you. She has found you, and her next words will unravel what you tried to hide. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, "Do not crumble, for heaven has already prepared you for this hour." The woman's discovery is not meant to erase you, but to reveal what must finally come to light. The shield of truth will guard you, even as her fire tries to break your peace. Stand steady, for the revelation she brings will transform everything you thought was final. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The handle of the door trembles as your hand slowly reaches for it. The silence outside feels heavier than the weight of the world. You know the moment it opens, nothing will ever be the same again. With a slow push, the door creaks, breaking the barrier between you and destiny. The woman stands there, her eyes burning with a mixture of pain and fire. She does not smile, nor does she hesitate, her gaze pierces through your soul. The truth she carries is written across her face, unspoken but undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Her lips part as if every word has been trapped for years. She whispers your name, but it is not gentle, it is heavy, it is sharp, it is loaded with everything she never said before. The way she speaks makes your chest tighten as though her voice itself holds a judgment. She steps forward, the night following her like a shadow wrapped around her body. There is no hesitation in her stride, only the urgency of someone who has waited too long. Your space, once your sanctuary, now belongs to the storm she carries inside. Her presence alone shifts the very air, demanding you listen. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Her words strike like lightning, I know everything. I know where you've been, what you've done, and why you tried to stay hidden. Each sentence cuts deeper, shaking the walls of your spirit. Her discovery of your address was not just about location, it was about exposing the truth behind the life you built in silence. You try to steady yourself, but her eyes won't allow you to look away. They hold secrets, accusations, and also an unexpected kind of sorrow. It is not only anger she carries, but something else that trembles beneath her voice. She has come not only to reveal but to demand closure, and perhaps, forgiveness. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Archangel Michael says, even in the fire of confrontation, a divine plan is unfolding. This storm is not here to end you but to strip away the illusions you clung to. The woman's steps have been guided, and though her presence feels like a weapon, it may yet become your redemption. Do not resist the truth, for it is the only key that will set you free from her fire. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Her voice shakes, not because she is weak, but because she carries too much truth inside. She tells you that she has been searching, tracing every path that led her to this exact moment. It was never about coincidence, it was destiny pulling her closer. Her eyes glisten with memories you tried to bury. She speaks of nights when your name haunted her silence. She recalls the moments where lies were louder than truth, and still, she held on. Now she is here, not only to confront you, but to reclaim what was taken from her. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Her words are heavy like stones thrown into the deepest parts of your heart. You thought distance would erase it, but nothing erases what was written in blood and tears, she says. Her pain is sharp, but her courage is sharper. She steps deeper inside, and suddenly the room feels too small for the storm she has brought. Your walls, your floor, your very breath seem to bend beneath her truth. And then, she reveals it. She knows not only your name but the secret you swore never to speak aloud. It is a secret that ties both of your lives together like chains that cannot break. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Her discovery of your address was not just about finding you. It was about finding the part of her life that was stolen, hidden in your silence. Her tears fall, but behind them burns the fire of revelation. She says her pain has roots in choices you made long ago. She says her strength comes from surviving the silence you left her in. And now she stands, unafraid, demanding that you finally face the past. The truth is no longer hers alone, it is now yours to carry together. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says, do not resist the unveiling, for every hidden shadow must eventually meet the light. Though her presence feels like fire, fire refines as much as it consumes. Her truth is not meant to end you but to purify the path ahead of you. Stand in courage, for the storm is only the beginning of transformation. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Her words cut through the silence like thunder ripping the sky. She leans closer, her voice trembling yet unstoppable, and says, you thought nobody would ever find out, but I did. Your heart freezes, for you already know which truth she is about to uncover. Her tears fall, but her strength does not fade. She speaks of betrayal, of nights where she cried alone, holding on to a name you once gave her. She reveals she has carried the weight of your silence for too long. Now she stands in front of you, ready to make sure you can never run from it again. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The secret is not small, it is the kind that can change everything. Her trembling hands open a folded piece of paper she carried in her pocket. On it lies the evidence, the proof that binds your destiny with hers. She whispers, I know about the promise, the one you made and broke. Her voice sharpens as she continues, I know about the night everything changed. I know why you disappeared. The weight of her confession is heavier than the air in the room. The past is no longer in the past, it has found you in the present. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Her discovery of your address was never about revenge alone. It was about forcing you to face the truth you buried deep beneath layers of denial. Her arrival is the mirror you feared would one day be placed before you. You cannot escape the way her eyes pierce through you, demanding honesty. Even if you try to deny it, the evidence in her hands silences every excuse. She is not here to hurt you blindly, she is here to reveal what must be spoken. And now, your soul trembles, for the secret you thought would never rise again is alive in her words. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Archangel Michael says, this storm has come not to destroy but to cleanse. The chains of silence that once bound you are breaking open tonight. The woman is not only the bearer of pain but also of divine timing. Stand firm, for this is the hour of truth, and truth is the key that unlocks freedom. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Her voice deepens, carrying the weight of years she spent in silence. She looks into your eyes and says, the truth is, I was never just a stranger in your story. I was part of your life long before you chose to erase me. Her words stab into the core of your soul, for they awaken memories you buried with fear. Her hand trembles as she holds out a photograph. The picture is old, edges torn, yet the faces in it are undeniable, yours and hers, bound by a moment you thought would never resurface. She whispers, you promised me forever, and then you vanished. The weight of her grief is now the fire in her eyes, and it cannot be ignored any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The photograph shakes in her hand, but her voice does not. She says, you left me with more than pain, you left me with a truth you were too afraid to face. Then she reveals the name you thought would never reach your ears again. The name echoes in the air like thunder, a name tied to blood and destiny. It is the name of someone connected to both of you, a bond stronger than denial. Your knees grow weak as the walls of your past come crashing down. The truth is alive, standing right in front of you, refusing to be buried again. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Her discovery of your address was never about finding a house. It was about finding the courage to return what you abandoned. She says, there is someone else involved, someone innocent, who deserved better. Her tears fall, but she doesn't look away. She has carried this burden alone, but now she forces you to carry it too. Every word she speaks is a blade slicing through your denial. And now the truth has taken form, unshakable, undeniable, unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, do not fear the revelation, for even in the deepest wounds, healing can be born. The secret may shatter what you built, but it will also rebuild what was broken. The woman's presence is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of redemption. Stand still, for the truth, though heavy, is the only road to freedom. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Her lips tremble, but her words strike harder than any weapon. She says, you didn't just walk away from me, you walked away from someone who carries your blood. The silence after her voice feels like thunder crashing inside your chest. Her hand reaches into her bag, pulling out another folded paper. It is not just a letter, it is a birth certificate. Your eyes scan the name written on it, and your breath stops. There, in black and white, is proof of the child you never knew or refused to face. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Her tears stream as she places the paper in your hands. You thought you left only me behind, she says, her voice breaking. But you left your own child to grow up without answers, without the truth, without you. The weight of her words crushes the silence in the room. The walls seem to close in, as if forcing you to accept what you had buried. The image of a life you never embraced flashes before your eyes. And now, standing in front of you, the truth has flesh, blood, and a name. Type Amen to get blessing 888. She whispers that name, soft but sharp enough to pierce your soul. It is a name you never expected to hear, a name that instantly binds you to a past you thought was gone forever. Her voice cracks, but she repeats it until the sound becomes unshakable. That name belongs to a child who carries half of you within them. A child who grew up in shadows, unaware of the storm that led to their existence. A child who has questions that only you can answer. And now, the mother stands here, demanding you face what you created. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, do not flee from this truth, for running will only deepen the wound. This moment has come not to condemn you, but to awaken your spirit to what was left behind. The woman's discovery is not punishment, it is destiny demanding completion. Face the child's name with courage, for within it lies your greatest test and your greatest redemption. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Her voice softens, but the storm inside it does not fade. She says, he has grown without you, every birthday, every tear, every sleepless night, he asked about the father he never knew. The guilt in your chest becomes unbearable, pressing down like chains of fire. She pulls out another picture, this one newer, sharper, alive with innocence. The face of a child stares back at you, carrying your eyes, your smile, your reflection. The resemblance is undeniable, and no wall of denial can protect you anymore. The truth is staring at you in flesh and blood, written across the child's face. Type Amen to get blessing 222. She whispers the child's name again, and now it echoes differently inside you. It is no longer just a sound, it is a lifeline, a truth, a piece of you you never embraced. Her tears wet the photograph, but her voice is steady as she says, he deserves to know. The room shakes, not from thunder outside, but from the storm within your heart. The thought of the child's silent questions shatters you. All the moments you missed flood your mind in waves of regret. The woman's pain is real, but the child's absence in your life is the wound that bleeds deepest. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Her anger now shifts into sorrow. She tells you of nights where the child would wait by the window, hoping for a shadow that never came. She speaks of the silence he carried, the way he grew stronger without answers. She says, I found your address not to punish you, but to give him the truth he deserves. Her voice trembles, but her resolve does not. She has come not only for herself, but for the innocent soul caught in the crossfire. And now, she waits for your answer, the choice that will define everything. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, "Do not close your heart, for this moment is the bridge between your past and your redemption." The child's presence is not a curse, it is a chance to rise again in truth. Heaven has allowed this meeting so the broken pieces can finally begin to heal. Stand strong, for this truth will not destroy you, it will save you if you let it. Type Amen to get blessing 555.